Donald Trump spent decades mocking Harvard graduates, but Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett just released his 1965 SAT scores, and he barely passed. The stable genius, not so much. Audience shocked after listening Jasmine reply. For decades, Donald Trump built his reputation on one claim. He was exceptionally intelligent. He often introduced himself not just as a businessman or politician, but as a very stable genius. He mocked highly educated people, including Harvard graduates, calling them overrated, incompetent, and even stupid. He portrayed himself as a man whose brilliance surpassed the need for formal education.
I'm very consistent. I'm a very stable genius.
Whose instincts alone guaranteed success. Yet this week, that carefully constructed image suffered a major blow.
Genius, which I guess is Einstein if he owned a comb, I think.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, known for her sharp exchanges and refusal to back down, revealed a document Trump spent decades trying to hide, his SAT scores from 1965. The results were both humiliating and shocking. Trump scored 970 out of 1,600, below the national average of around 980 to 990. He did not excel. He did not impress. He barely cleared the passing line, far from the competitive scores needed for America's top universities. To grasp the significance, consider the SAT in 1965. It wasn't just a test. It was a gateway to opportunity, a measure of discipline, preparation, and intellectual capability. A score below average suggested struggles with fundamental skills.
It's a report card because Donald Trump,
which he passed with flying colors.
yeah,
Surprisingly, yeah. The question was, what is similar about a grape and an orange? Trump said, they're both types of soda. What is 30 minus 7? Trump said, my approval rating. And he got
And yet here was the man who repeatedly mocked Ivy League graduates and highly educated individuals, himself falling short at a critical moment in his academic life. Crockett's words cut straight to the heart of the matter. Mr. Trump, you've mocked educated Americans for years, but your own scores.
Unfortunately, we have someone that is occupying the White House, and as far as I'm concerned, he is an enemy to the United States. He swore an oath just like the rest of us. But right now, when you are literally putting us at risk, all because of what?
Show you were one bubble away from failing. In that single line, she exposed a glaring hypocrisy. Trump's career has been built on exaggeration, bravado, and the carefully curated image of genius. This revelation undermines that foundation. It also aligns with long-standing rumors about his academic history. Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer, testified years ago that Trump had paid someone else to take his college entrance exams. Cohen also said Trump threatened schools and the College Board to prevent the release of his records. Crockett's revelation proves that these were not baseless claims or exaggeration. Trump had a clear motive to hide his scores. The truth would destroy the myth he had worked decades to cultivate. The public response was immediate and fierce. Social media exploded with memes and hashtags mocking Trump. Barely past, Trump began trending, capturing the absurdity of a man who ridiculed the highly educated while struggling to meet a basic academic benchmark himself. Late-night hosts and political commentators seized the opportunity, emphasizing that the stable genius narrative had collapsed under the weight of cold, hard numbers. Trump supporters argued that standardized tests do not define intelligence, citing successful people who perform poorly on exams. Yet this defense clashes with Trump's own history. He has consistently measured intelligence through grades, scores, and claims of IQ. He demanded other politicians release their academic records while keeping his hidden. Crockett highlighted this contradiction with brutal clarity. When you measure others by standards you yourself never met, that's not confidence. It's fraud. The implications go far beyond a single test score. Trump's brand depends on superiority, superior wealth, superior instincts, and above all, superior intelligence. The revelation that the foundation of his intellectual claims is shaky strikes directly at his credibility. It forces uncomfortable questions. If his scores were below average, how did he gain entrance to prestigious institutions, privilege, influence, a family willing to leverage wealth in the connections? The truth is likely a combination of all three. Politically, the consequences are significant. Intelligence has long been a weapon for Trump, used to dismiss opponents as stupid or unqualified. Crockett's exposure strips that weapon away. Now critics can simply say 970 out of 1,600. That phrase may follow him in headlines, memes, debates, and opposition campaigns for years to come. Even beyond politics, the story reveals something deeper about Trump's approach to life and success. His career has been defined by self-promotion, exaggeration, and the careful crafting of myth. This revelation shows that the image of brilliance he projects is not rooted in skill, discipline, or knowledge. It is largely performant for the public. The lesson is clear. True intelligence is not proven by arrogance or self-promotion. It is shown through honesty, discipline, and respect for learning. Donald Trump failed to demonstrate these qualities. The mask of genius is off. The carefully curated image of superiority, once his greatest asset, has been unmasked as what it always